presents Silvano Colombano.
I just went to a conference called New Fun. That's called Mutual UFO Network. I'm really convinced there's a lot to be said about the possibility of unknown spacecraft. But I'm less convinced about actual encounters, abductions, brain implants, and these things until I went home. And I saw right there in my own home an alien presence. My own teenage son. Somebody some time ago, a friend of mine said, when a teenager turns 15 or 16, they should bury them in the garden and dig them out after they're 21. I thought that was a kind of a silly notion. Yesterday, I bought a shovel. I took it to the pediatrician to ask him to check for brain implants. He said, no, there's no implants. That's just how teenagers are. That's nature's way to make sure that when the time comes, you can push him off the nest with no problem. I don't buy it. There's got to be an implant designed by the alien to irritate me. But well, now, other than the implant, now that I'm at it, I might as well have a full abduction. But not the short kind when somebody goes to bed and they find themselves waking up in the front lawn. I mean, he's done that already. He went invited, and I found him asleep in front of the refrigerator door with a grease up on his face. I guess it was pistachio ice cream. No, I want a full abduction. I mean, junior year on Andromeda. I'm sure something like that has happened, because there are three ways in which it's changed drastically. One is powers, special powers, really strange habits, and very weird metabolism. Brain power. Well, I think he's being trained to be an interstellar lawyer, because he can go on for hours and hours arguing with me about how grounding him violates his human rights. And his multitasking abilities, it's incredible. He can be on Facebook, MySpace, through 2 different chat rooms, and doing his homework for the next day, all at the same time. And texting. Texting is so amazing. And that's it. I try to text him too. I go, where are you? And it takes me 5 minutes for 2 lines. Pop, it comes back. Immediately, 10 lines. How did he do that? I've seen him sometimes. I've seen him, when he's texting friends, there's smoke's coming out of his stomach. The other thing is habits. Water. I mean, if somebody took him to Andromeda, it would solve California's water problem. I mean, he takes showers for hours and hours. I can't believe it. And still it smells at the end. It must be these special teenage pheromones. I don't know. And his room, actually he doesn't have a room. He lives in this galactic junkyard of clothing and dirty plates and bottles of flora. When I go into his room, I take my GPS and a beacon, just in case I get lost and I gotta be pulled out of there. But what really intrigues me is his metabolism. One is food. I mean, I'm talking about an alien implant. I think they probably implanted an alien in him that does most of the eating. Open the refrigerators. Oh, I see your friends came over. No, Dad, it was just me. Just had a snack. But the really peculiar one is the way he handles heat. I think he's being trained to withstand climate change. He doesn't care about climate. All of last winter, he went to school just wearing a t-shirt. Does he wear jackets? No. T-shirts is just fine. And when summer came, he decided to wear a black, heavy hooded sweater. Because of that, I guess that looked cool. I don't know. But what really floors me, I just cannot understand. So one of the ways in which it seems to regulate this temperature is that he has to walk around with his behind exposed. Well, he can't quite really do that without being called back to jail. So he wears this colorful underwear, which is actually gym clothing, but red or checkered or whatever. But the problem is belts were not designed to tie around your thighs. So that caused a really peculiar situation. He's trying to run for the bus. Not only that, but I saw him once trying to text while standing up, and it was time sharing his left hand between the texting and holding up his pants. You know, if this was not due to a brain implant, I really feel sorry for the next generation, because what are they going to think of next to irritate their parents with whatever they're wearing? I can just hear him talk to his teenage son, say, "Why are you wearing your pants one head long and one short?" "Oh yeah, I know, okay, I will admit it, when I was young, my pants were falling down all the time." But at least they were falling down evenly. Mr. Toastmaster.